Do not deviate from the bridleway. I'm just gonna have a quick sneaky peek. I know I shouldn't really. I don't want to be seen by that camera. Okay, so this is a bit naughty what I'm doing. Oh, there's a camera over there. Oh, look at this. Crikey, what are these things? The camera's seen me go up this way. So these rocks, obviously, they could just fall. I'm going to step back, actually. It doesn't feel very safe standing like that. Good afternoon. I am at Westdown Quarry. This is a disused quarry. You can probably tell from the lack of activity and the fences. I think it's been disused for about 40 years now. It's joined onto a wood over there called Asham Wood, which is a special site of scientific interest. I think that's what they call it. There's something else here, look at that. So I'm here just to explore and have a look really, and just to discover what was here before. So there's things like this to have a look at, for example. No idea what that is, but it's quite interesting. So we're gonna go and explore today and just have a look around and see what we can find. So I don't know much about quarries, so I won't be able to tell you what any of this stuff is, but there is quite a lot of it to look at by the looks of things. I've seen some pictures where there's some sort of triangular shaped structures that look like part of a building before. I'm gonna see if we can find those and just have a look around. One of the things this place is famous for is actually a filming location for Doctor Who. I don't know which episodes, which series, if it was recent or a long time ago, but I know that I've read, at least, that Doctor Who was filmed here, at least in part. And I do remember seeing at least one episode where Doctor Who, where the TARDIS was in like what looked like a quarry, so maybe it was here. Who knows? All right, let's go down here and see what we can find. I wonder what's up here. Let's have a look. Now, a lot of these areas are fenced off, and I did see a CCTV camera that's powered by solar power as I came in. So I've got to be careful because I don't really want to go down places that I'm not supposed to go down and get seen on camera. The reason I'm going up now is because when they quarry, well, as you probably know, when they excavate stuff from the quarry, as they get deeper and deeper, they have these stages. So this looks like a place where they actually quarried rock at one point. You can see here. It's very overgrown now. I mean, it's been about 40 years. And actually, when I parked up where what used to be the entrance, a lorry pulled up, and it was actually a man who works for, I think it's called Hanson, which also owned the quarry just down the road called LiQWYD, which I've shown in one of my other films. And I had read about this before, but he told me that this quarry is going to be reopened again soon, apparently. I don't know if that's necessarily going to happen because a lot of people are against that, especially since the woods over there is a special protected area. What I've read is that they want to reopen Westdown Quarry, this whole site, and Asham Quarry, which is in the woods, and have something like 170 acres of land to re-quarry again, which I hope they don't do, to be honest, because this looks beautiful. This is a lovely nature reserve. It should just be left how it is. There's too much quarrying going on as it is here anyway, all the traffic on the roads and things. That's out of my hands anyway. But if that does happen, before that happening, let's explore this place while it's still explorable. So look, just here, I have no idea what this is, but if anyone can tell me, I'd love to know. It looks more like something from a mine or something. It looks like that's a shaft going down. I can't even see inside, it's so big. But I mean, that is a big concrete structure. No idea whatsoever what that was for. This just seems to end here, so I don't think there's much more to see here. Let's go down this way. So I'm not actually trespassing as far as I'm aware. There is a footpath, or when I was just on down there a minute ago, there is a public footpath. It's just that I don't know where the footpath ends or where it deviates. If I'm actually, I mean, am I technically allowed to be on this? I don't know. I'm just going to explore and see what happens. And actually there's a stream over there, so have a look at that. There we are. Oh, look, lovely. So this must be Asham Wood to my right here, and that must be the quarry, because I looked on the map and the quarry was to the left of the stream. It's a lovely place. I mean, look at this, gorgeous. Be a real shame if this gets opened out again, to be honest. I'm assuming if they did open the quarry, the public footpath would go. Well, this might be my last chance to explore, so let's go and see what we can find. But this looks like I'm getting into the main part of the quarry now. Annoyingly, just behind me here, can you see? There's another camera there. So, I mean, clearly this is the private part, I guess. Asham Wood, no trespassing. Do not deviate from the right of way. Private SSSI woodland, which I think stands for Special Scientific something interest, I don't know. So can you see over this way? Clearly this was a quarry before. From what I've read, it was opened sometime in the early 20th century. I know it was operating during World War II because they've got evidence of that. It was owned by various companies and taken over, and then I think it joined up with the Asham quarry sometime in the 60s or 70s, and then it just closed, I think, early 80s from what I gather, and it's just been closed ever since. And I didn't see this until the other day, but there was a post from about 2 years ago or about a year ago in the news saying that Handsome Group, I think it's Handsome, they want to reopen this, and locally just down the road is Nunney, and you've got another village, and I think people locally found out about this and they've opposed it, of course, which they should do because they shouldn't open this again. When I was trying to research this place, I found stuff online that showed old news articles from last year talking about petitions and, you know, opposing the planning. But that guy seemed pretty confident and he worked for the company, so I'm assuming they are going to open this place again. And I can't even see, to be honest, I was hoping to be able to just walk all the way around here. I could easily do it, it's just there's a camera and I don't really want to do that. I'd rather just stick to what I can. There's a gate over there, but we can go up to it at least. Let's have a look over there and see. I can't really see much there. It's a shame really that they've made it so hard to get to, because it's not like as if there's anything really that dangerous there. It's rocks and things. Cheddar Gorge is more dangerous than this, and cars drive through it every day. Well, I did see on the satellite view that that is the main part of the quarry, and that's where all those interesting buildings were. And I thought I could get to it because I've seen people take pictures of the place. Maybe they just climbed the fence. Well, can't do much about that. Okay, so I've spotted a way around. I'm just gonna have a quick sneaky peek. I know I shouldn't really, but I can't resist. People clearly walk around here, so let me just let's go up this way. I don't want to be seen by that camera. I'm gonna film this, but I'm gonna go slow because I want to keep an eye out for other cameras. I don't really want to be seen on camera. I'm sure they don't check them too frequently, but still. And the thing is as well, that guy that came in here, for all I knew, he came up this way and he might come back, and I don't really want to have that confrontation. Okay, so this is a bit naughty what I'm doing, because you're not supposed to come in here, but I can't resist. Oh, there's a camera over there. Right, let's have a little film around here a minute. Look at those. People clearly come here because look at the graffiti. There is a camera over that way. Oh, look at this. Oh, that's a view, isn't it? It shows how big the quarry was. It's nice and quiet here, but that is a bit eerie because it just feels like someone's going to turn up at any moment and I'm going to get confronted by somebody. I'm really tempted to go down here and have a little look. I can't see any cameras. I think I can come down here. It's not too bad. This is no steeper than the slag heap down where I live. Sod it. Let's go. was quite steep actually. Crikey, what are these things? No idea. If anyone watching knows, let me know, because I'd love to know. Wow, what on earth is this? This looks like some sort of excavating, part of an excavating machine that would probably dig into the ground. Who knows? I mean, it was closed in the 80s, so machinery and everything's changed since then. It's become more sophisticated. That looks like a giant plant pot, like a giant flower pot. I mean, it's got a tree growing out. I've hit a couple of trees. Really have no idea what that is though. I've got to try and get back up that again later. It's going to be fun. Let's have a little jog around and see what we can see. There we are. That's the building I was thinking of. The camera's over there. I'm gonna keep to the edge so I'm sort of a bit more outside, and we'll go around, have a look at that, and then come back around, hopefully outside of the camera and back up again. I feel quite anxious actually, because I'm just worried someone's going to come. If they see me on camera, I can imagine somebody would trigger somebody to come and investigate. Do you think I can get up here? Let's have a look. Yep, not too bad. Oh look, there's some more up here actually. Let's quickly have a look up here. This looks like a footpath. It's obviously not, because it's private. It looks like a footpath, but it just seems to keep going. I'm going to go back, there's nothing interesting here. And to be honest, with the cameras being there, and the chances are I've been seen, or at least the camera's seen me go up this way, I'm going to head back. I don't want to spend too much longer here. Last thing I want is some angry, that guy turning up again, or some angry person turning up. What are you doing here? Getting in trouble with the police maybe. Definitely don't want that. So this morning I was filming a virtual run around Dunny. Lovely castle, ruins of a castle. Luckily it was nice and sunny today, and there were still some autumn leaves, so I think it would look quite nice. It was only a 4-mile run, but it'd make a nice short little virtual run. And then after that I recorded a virtual walk, which will hopefully turn out nice too. Again, this looks just like a footpath. Maybe it is a footpath. It can't be, because if this was a footpath, they'd have a gate there. Right, so look, this is where I am on the edge here. There's some farmland here, and yeah, look, it's the same type of fencing. So we've got all of this farmland. As far as I understand, some of the quarry is going to expand into this site as well. Who knows? Right, let's go back down. It looks like people come and ride motorbikes around here. Tyre tracks. Clearly it's tyre tracks here. People clearly come and ride motorbikes. Maybe they just don't care. Maybe the cameras don't work. Who knows? I'm not going to take that chance though. I'm trying to stay as far away from the camera as I can. I know from this GoPro that I would just look like a little pixel at the moment from here. So that's one bit of comfort. That's a gorgeous view, isn't it? It's a lovely sunny day today. It's been sunny all day, no clouds in the sky. Late November, I think it's the 25th of November today. Just really lucky to get such good weather. Yeah, some more structures here. I don't know what these are, but they're just walls basically, concrete walls right next to where they excavated stuff. Let's go down this one. See, it looks like a giant house or something, like a giant roof. I've got no idea what it is. It's definitely the most interesting feature here, apart from the rocks. I can't see any more cameras, so I think I'm okay for the moment. Oh, I'm stood on something here, some sort of concrete structure. Another part of it there. Right, let's go and have a look at this. This is the thing I wanted to film. So, more graffiti there. Oh, it wouldn't be strange to see this open again. It'd be a lot of work actually to get it ready, I'd imagine. I read somewhere they're going to try and start operations again in 2023, which is next year. So I've got no idea what this is. Does anyone know? It's just such a strange structure. It looks like a giant concrete roof without the roof bits go through. I mean, people clearly come here, don't they? Well, here I am in the middle of Westdown Quarry, disused for about 40 years, although you're not supposed to come on here. I can see why it's dangerous, but if you're being sensible, you're fine, really. So, I'm in some sort of structure, and I have no idea what this is. Really love to find out. Maybe if I keep searching on the internet, I'll find out. But I don't want to hang around too long, because I'm just worried someone's going to come along. I want to try and see those things over there, and I'm going to get out of here. Let's go over there. Let's go back this way. The problem now is I can't see, because the sun's on my eyes, I can't see where that camera was. Again, what's that? It looks like it's going under the ground. Oh, look at this. This would be a great place for playing paintball or airsoft or something like that, or laser quest. A bit dangerous, but it'd be brilliant if you just made it safe. Something else up there. There's some sort of giant building just around here. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, here it is. So I've just spotted the camera. Let's hold my hand out a minute. I'm not gonna, do you know what? It's not worth it. Do you know, I think I can probably get out this end as well. I'm gonna go back this way and see if I can get out that way. I know there's a camera at that end too, but I'm gonna try and sneak past the camera. I think I'm gonna finish the video there because I don't really feel comfortable here now. I feel like I'm not supposed to be here, and at any moment I'm gonna get caught. I can get out that way, but there's a camera, and I don't want it to see me coming out from there, so I'm gonna make my way up here and try and cross over and come down, so it just looks like I went the normal way. See, this fence here, it's really new, and considering the quarry closed about 40 years ago, the fence looks like it was put up either this year or last year, so I reckon until recently this quarry would have been very accessible. It's just that recently they've been planning to reinstate it, and they've put this fence up. That'll teach me for trespassing. I did have one hole in my trousers before I started this little adventure, but now I have 3. In fact, this fence is so new, they haven't even finished it yet. Look, clearly they've put this up this year, but also there's a fallen tree just over that stream. Perfect, because I didn't want to get my feet wet. So I'm going to try and get across that tree to safety. It's not exactly the deepest river in the world, but I didn't want to fall in, and it is still dangerous, so I made it across safely. Right, let's try and get up through here. I've made it out to safety. Camera's down that way, so it's just going to look like I've come from this trap. Unless they look at the other camera up there and realise that I disappeared and then reappeared here magically. I'm going to run down there, get in the car and go. So it's been 3 days since my little exploring Westdown quarry. Somewhere over here, which I'm trying to find now, is a big quarry called Torr Works. And I think it's one of the largest quarries in the UK, definitely one of the largest quarries in the Mendips. They quarry limestone there, and it's a so-called mega quarry, which means that it's larger than most quarries. Looking at Google Maps, the size of it is huge in comparison to the Westdown quarry we looked at, and that was quite big. So I really wanted to come down and see if we could have a look at it. There's supposed to be a viewpoint, but I think we've gone past it, because over there looks like it should be a viewpoint. And this path, even though it's very nice and interesting looking, seems to be taking me away from the viewpoint, which is supposed to be over there somewhere. On the maps, it showed that there was a path to go to somewhere that you could view the quarry. It's even labelled Torr Works viewpoint. Let me just check the map a second.
A few moments later.
Okay. Oh no. According to the map, I am more or less... Wait a minute.
More moments later.
I'm pretty sure I've gone past the viewpoint, so we're just going to carry on. I don't have much time, so I've got to get to work. So let's head down here and have a look. It's very muddy today. We've had quite a lot of rain recently after such a dry summer, which we needed. I can hear something. Oh look, there's a road or something just here. This must be used by workers to get access to the quarry. The quarry goes as far, you can't even see it, it goes as far as I can see, all the way around in a big circle. So we're going to head over to the woods that way. Hopefully on the way back I can try and find that viewpoint again, which is, oh, there's the viewpoint there actually. There must be a way to, on the way back we'll see if we can find it. Sure, that viewpoint over there you get a better view. It's a big quarry though, isn't it? Okay, let's carry on, see if we can get a better view on the way back. They got a traffic light system here to cross, but it's clear, so I'm just going to go. I think they own the largest quarry in the UK as well, which is somewhere, I think it's a slate quarry, somewhere I think in Scotland. So here we are, I think it's called Asham Wood. It's an ancient woodland and a site of special scientific interest. Obviously right here it's not very quiet because we're right next to that really noisy quarry, But the reason it's ancient woodland is because most of the trees here have grown naturally. Most forests in the UK now are man-made, and this is an example of one of the few remaining forests or woodlands that are naturally grown and very old. I don't know how old it is, but I think it goes back to the Stone Age. So there is a path that goes around here, but I haven't really got much time and I don't want to run too far, so I'm going to go down this way and we're going to have a little look at the forest and see what interesting trees and whatever we can find, and hopefully in a few minutes or maybe about another mile we can reach the edge of the quarry and see if we can see the other quarry that's been disused as well. Oh, it's beautiful here. It's very different to a standard forest. I mean, just look how spaced out the trees are, and these trees do look very old. It's gorgeous. This could have been a virtual run as well. So I think there was a little loop I could have done that went around here. Perhaps I should have, oh that looks nice. Perhaps I should have done that. But that was nice too. So we're going to go down here, which is towards the quarry, I think. Look at this. Is this a path or is this a stream? I think this is a stream that's dried out. So fascinating. I love these kind of things. Do you like exploring places like this? Because I just love seeing where all these things take you and what you can find. It's like a secret little hidden world, isn't it? When you read things like Peter Rabbit by Beatrix Potter and all those kind of storybooks, they take you to places like this, or Winnie the Pooh, 100 Acre Wood. This could easily be 100 Acre Wood. It just seems to be like a natural stream. It's a lovely, beautiful day again. I'm very lucky with the weather. Let's go back up here. Well, even if we can't see much of the quarry, at least we're seeing some of this fascinating ancient woodland or forest, whatever it's referred to as. I mean, just look at all this moss just growing naturally. It looks like no one's been here for years. But a second ago I just saw two people walking their dogs, so it's used regularly. Fortunately, I don't know much about the history of this forest or woodland, but we can at least just wander and have a look and see what we can find. Let's go down here. So this one here is the other disused quarry, which I think was closed around the same time, or I think it was closed before the other quarry actually, and that is also owned by Hanson. It's got CCTV cameras and everything, so if we want to go in there we'd have to be really sneaky. But that one I believe is even bigger. Let's go down here and see if we can find a way to get a better look. Oh, look at that view. It's just gorgeous, isn't it? On a November day. It's the 28th of November today, it's my dad's birthday, so hopefully he's having a nice day, enjoying the sun. Gorgeous, isn't it? See, I think even when it's winter and all the leaves have dropped down and everything's looking miserable, on a nice sunny day things can look beautiful. Oh, another one of those gorgeous views. Fortunately my lens is steamed up a little bit, so you've got this glare. I get that in the winter. Let's have a little check of the map while I'm stood in the sun keeping warm. Oh, I've actually gone, I don't know what I've done here. The map shows that there is a path that goes up and then down again, so let's just follow this path around and see where it goes. If anything, we can just come back. It could be that there is only one public footpath, maybe I've missed that, but perhaps these paths are promissory. A lot of woodlands have that. They're privately owned, but they have promissory footpaths. See, there's some sort of bridle-way that goes through here down, so I'm just going to follow this round. Looks like it's been driven on recently. But this is the back of the Torr Quarry. They seem to dump all sorts of spoil and stuff around here, so you can just sort of see the back of it. That big mound over there, I think that's all the sort of, I don't know what they call it, like spoilage or something like that. Basically the stuff they dig out, it's not limestone that they don't want. Anyway, that's a bit boring. Let's go and look down here. That tree there's probably 200 years old, could even be older. There's some big rocks here where these would have been from the quarry itself. Well, it looks like we're going to get a view here. Let's go and see. Here we are. Lovely view. Up there in the bush in the way. Yeah, this is definitely it. So over this way, where my finger's pointing, you can actually almost see the entrance to the other quarry that we went into the other day. So this is the other one we didn't see. I can't see any cameras, and it does look like people use that as a motorbike racing track, but there's no way I can get down from here. I mean, if you have a look, it's just a sheer cliff. So that's not an option. So if there is a way down, it's not from here. Let's go around here actually and get a view from here. That's better, isn't it, that view? Oh, look at that, it's beautiful. I wish I still had my drone, because it would have been great to have flown a drone over here. Brilliant place to fly one and get some good shots. So you can see where I was stood a second ago. See, it's just a cliff like this. So the Mendips, this whole area, are well known for quarrying. There's a lot of really useful rock underneath the ground, like limestone. I think this quarry was probably limestone as well. Most of the quarries around here are limestone. Well, if we head over this way, at some point I'm probably going to get another view like this, so we can look back this way. So let's do that. Let's go over that way, see what we can find. Chances are I'm probably just going to come back after that, because I can't see where else I can go. One more view and we'll move on. You get a sense of scale here. It is quite a big quarry. I mean, considering this was opened, I think, well over 100 years ago. So the whole way around here is just surrounded by a cliff. You can see around here, and where I'm stood now, very carefully, just below my feet, which I will show you, with my foot in the shop, is a cliff. Can you see? So I've got my foot on the edge of the cliff, and I don't want to get any closer, so I can't see any way down. I'm wondering if I should go any further. Maybe 2 more minutes this way and see if we can find anything interesting. I mean, just look at that. Feels really strange running around these tracks. I don't feel like I'm supposed to be here, but yet I haven't come across any signs saying private or any gates, and literally I came here from by trying to follow the footpath, so I'm not exactly doing that much wrong, I don't think. Nothing, I've not seen anything yet that said this is private or I'm not supposed to be here. It doesn't feel like I should be, especially considering how quiet it is. But here we are, look. This could be a good view. Let's have a look. Looking back from where we've just come from. There we are. Oh, the sun's pointing towards me, so I don't know if you can see that very clearly. Do a little pan. But you can see how long it's been since this quarry's been used. It's been at probably 50 years, 40 to 50 years, something like that. Nature's reclaimed it. So yeah, behind that, there's a cliff face there, and behind that, going down, I think is where we were the other day. Looks very different here. This bit's much more wild and natural, and I can't see any signs of machinery. It's completely vanished. It's like, this looks like somewhere that you should be able to come. It doesn't look like somewhere that's out of, like, dangerous, or apart from the cliff. I mean, obviously that's a big one, you know, it's very dangerous. These rocks below my feet, if I just point down again, these rocks here are not very sturdy, very stable. Look, that's my foot. So these rocks, obviously, they could just fall. I'm going to step back, actually. It doesn't feel very safe standing like that. But, you know, the views are just gorgeous. I mean, just... it's so peaceful here. I can still hear the quarry behind me, but otherwise, apart from the couple I saw as I came into the woodland, I've not seen any people. I've not seen any vehicles. No signs of life, apart from animals. It's gorgeous. I could just imagine camping here on an evening. It'd be lovely. Let's do another thumbnail shot. Let's get a bit closer.
A few inches later.
Okay, it's getting late. I really need to get to work. I'm going to head back the way we came and try and take the shortest way possible through the woods. Head back to the quarry, see if I can find a viewpoint and get some nice views of the Torr Quarry, the working quarry. Otherwise, I'm going to leave it there for this video. I hope you enjoyed this extra part that I didn't expect. And that's definitely it for this video. And I will see you next time. Bye. Hello. You come to say hi? I've got to go, I'm late for work. Bye bye.